one showing machine.
Yes,
but
yes.
that showing machine, we train other kids on one. We give them time with their timetable. Everyone 1 hour, 1 hour, using that one showing machine. They make their own clothes. They make their backpackers. So my role is to have event at the skate park. And I invited people. People comes from different parts. So they admire these guys.
So are this actually made from your community there?
Yeah. You see now like those ones. People come. They come to watch, but in the other way around, I'm trying to sell this product for my I'm sorry to say that.
No, no. This is what the problem is about.
Because if people they hear that, so Jack is a very smart guy. He make events for us to come. You understand? So I'm trying to change, and also to show, to make these youth that everything is possible.
Uganda has so many refugees in the country right now. And the fear are that there are so many children within these refugee camps that seems to be posing a more threat in future if they are not guided, if they are not guided to some sports. What plans do you have around inclusion of bringing some of these communities to be part of the skateboarding? Is it there? If yes, how do you plan to work with them? What opportunities do you have?
So far right now, we are in partnership with the France embassy, the government of France ambassador here. And this is what we are doing right now. And we have what we call a portable ramp. You know what a portable ramp is? A portable ramp is like a half pipe. You just come, you assembling it there, then you skate on it.
So this was that part of the meeting? Okay, continue.
So and we take that portable ramp to the refugee camp. So we started with that. You can't come from nowhere then you say, today we are gonna skate. No, we need to first take that portable ramp to the refugee camps to attract those kids and also to attract their attention. As time comes, then we put a park there. So on that park, we need to go with my team. There is a team which I'm taking there to train kids, people in the refugee camps, to teach them what? One, we can go with the carpentry. We train them how to do their own things. They are like tables and this portable ramp for skating and also bamboo structures. We have beads work. We train them. We keep them busy while we are planning for skateboard. But you use skateboarding as a weapon, diverting them. You understand? That is the mission which we have with the Ambassador of France. To be active in the refugee camps and also other parts of Uganda, to each region to have a skate park there. Because there are also kids there. They are also kids, but they don't have opportunity. They have talents. So we want to keep those people busy. You know, when you are in the refugee camps, you know how those people, problems they face. So we want to divert them to think about where they came from, to be specialized in that activity.
the legacy of Divine Maurisi?
Okay. So, I mean, you do your best. You do your best and hope that you're going to have impact in your work. So our impact is measured in avoided deforestation, meaning that for every one seedling we plant, we are saving, for example, an acre of bamboo could potentially save 2 acres of hardwood trees every year. Then a ton of briquettes of bamboo is potentially saving X number of charcoal from being produced. So in terms of avoided deforestation, in terms of avoided emissions, but also in terms of opportunities that we give to women, we hope that our impact will be that women have more time for productive work instead of having to walk kilometers to collect firewood, for example, or the dangers they face while they're going to collect firewood. We hope that that would be the impact. Improved health, instead of cooking from the 3-stone fire that traditionally we in Africa are used to cooking on, that now they can have improved means of cooking. That would be an impact. The youth we are training, the opportunities, the income generation opportunities that we are creating, and also inspiring other young people and other women that you can come up with an idea that you believe in, and if you give it your all and give it time, eventually you will make a difference.
It is a CEO Bench. My name is Okila. Welcome to the program. It's live on House of Talent Television. And of course, this particular show today, we are going to be talking to a very special guest with a very wide, votes of nomination to be brought to the CEO Bench. Is not the typical CEO Bench. The CEO Bench focuses on the community leadership, the community development, and people who are developing talent at a very low end, but taking us to the global. His name is Jackson Mubiru, coming all the way from Uganda Skateboard Union. Yes, Uganda has skateboard. Who thought that we'll be having this happening at the backyard of the capital city of Uganda? Straight to the world. Jackson, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
And how are you, first of all?
I'm doing well.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much for hosting me here, and also to have a good opportunity to introduce myself to you, and also to show you what I'm trying to do in our country, Uganda.
Yes. Thank you very much. We very much want to welcome you onto the program, Jackson. I want to start from a very lighter note, Jackson. Just if you tell us more about you. Who is Jackson? And, what are the values that define you as a person?
Jackson, I'm a person who is like you, but I'm like, I always think, I need to think what's coming. I need to, I think the vision where, the way how I did, I was I thought of sports, and I need to introduce something which is unique, but skateboarding, nobody knew about this kind of game. I started this project in 2005 with my 2 friends, one from South Africa, his name was called Shoswat, and then another one from Canada. His name was Brian Lai. So those 2 guys, they taught me a lot of things, because that is the time when they invited me to go to South Africa, and I copy from South Africa, I paste in Uganda.
Wow. All right, that's a very nice one. The fact that you copy and you're doing it a Ugandan way. But if I am going back to know Jackson, are you Ugandan? If yes, which part of this country do you come from? What are the values that define you as Jackson?
Yes.
I'm
Ugandan. I'm from Mamba clan. The word Mubiru means Mamba. Mamba clan. And I'm coming from that part of Chiboga.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where my backbone parents, where they come from.
Okay.
And I'm staying in Ichitintale. That's where I grew up, and I decided to make something which is strong, whereby people, at least I can live the history.
Yes.
Because I grew up there. But so many people, they grew up in different areas, but they never make something. But for me, I decided to put something historical.
Okay.
Yes, but I'm 40 years.
Okay.
I'm a married guy.
Okay.
I have 4 kids.
Yes.
2 boys, 2 girls.
Yes.
And that's where I grew up from. Okay. So if you want to know me, if you reach in Chitintale, you ask Jack, Mubiru Jack.
Yes.
They will say, the one for skateboarding.
Yes.
So that's the
yes.
So they know Jackson Mubiru, the skateboarder in Chitintale.
Wow. Yeah. Jackson, let's just take me back a little bit, just to know you a little bit more. Were you in sports before?
Man, for me, okay, the way how I grew up.
Yes.
Man, I was a crazy guy. I was my dad was a soldier.
Yes.
So I studied in army school.
Yes.
So in Mbuya Barracks.
Yes.
But no, that school is no longer there. It's now a barracks.
I also studied in army school when early days, yes, in my primary school, yes.
So I used to be a crazy guy.
Yeah.
And I used to skate on the road.
Yes.
And I was my parents, they were anyway, I was totally sportsman. I know how to make backsummer. I know how to play football. I know rugby. But I end up dropping into skateboarding.
Okay. When you say that you were crazy, a crazy guy, crazy as in sports, or crazy as a boxer, crazy and what is it?
Anyway, being crazy,
yes.
I was trying to investigate more about sports and where can I fall in.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not crazy by mentally disturbed, no, but I was crazy. I tried to make a research where I can fall in sports.
Okay.
Yeah, because I tested different kind of sports.
Yes.
Football, martial arts, rugby, hockey. So those are the things which I'm trying to say that I was crazy in sports.
Okay. Jackson, you said you were a son of a soldier.
Yeah.
Normally, soldiers are not usually available for their children. When you started doing sports and studying in the barracks, of course, seeing all these things, you didn't end up as a soldier. Maybe you'll end up as a soldier. We'll get to know that very much. But how did your father react to your talent and trying to get your different giftings in sports?
My dad was a simple guy.
Yes.
He was a general, by the way.
Yes.
And he used to the way how you can talk to your son.
Yeah.
By the way, he told me, Jack, I don't want you to see me when I'm having all these entire army thing.
Yes.
He never wanted me to admire him.
Yes.
Because he was a soldier. Because he was he used to tell me, Jack, never enter the army.
Yeah.
Never. Don't. Then I was like, why? Say, no, do what I'm saying. Don't do what I'm doing.
Yes.
And my dad, he told me, respect anybody who is wearing a uniform.
Yeah.
Either is a police, army, either is a security guard. Respect those people because they suffer a lot. So I don't want you to become any security organ.
Yes.
So that is my first time to understand what my dad was.
Yeah.
Then the next thing I said, now let me try to find my way.
Yes.
So I entered into sports, and he was he supported me because where the skate park is, it was my father's land.
Okay.
They donated the land to me after investigating my talent.
Yeah.
So that's where I began from.
Okay. And when your mom, when you talk about this, was your mom supporting you when you're trying to be a sports person? She didn't want you to be a doctor, engineer. These things, in sports, they never saw a lot of things in it. And so I said, no, Jack, no, I want you to be a doctor. I want to be, engineer or a pilot.
I get.
What was your mom saying?
I get. By the way, at the beginning,
yes,
both my parents, they couldn't know what I was doing.
Yes.
Because I first buy skating shoes, a rollerblade,
yeah,
and I used to skate on the road.
Yeah.
But my parents, they started hearing rumors.
Yes.
Your son is skating on the road, is faster than a car. You know that Kamwes.
Yeah, that's what is going. That's what you're doing, because that's some serious stuff on the screen right there.
Exactly.
Yes.
So they never wanted me to be part of this sport, because they said, you man, you are taking your risk on the road. You what? Yes. No, we can't allow you.
To die. Yes.
Exactly. Yes. But in fact, they kept my skating thing away from me.
Yes.
And they kept it somewhere. They never wanted me to be part of that sport.
And Muse never gave you some
never,
cane, how they usually cane the young.
Exactly, because they never gave me that chance. Okay. And by the time I used to train in Bogolobi, you know where MTN is?
Yes.
There was a signpost there.
Yes.
So
for car testing and stuff.
Exactly.
Yes.
I used to escape from school. Then I come for skateboarding. And the parents were like, this guy, he doesn't want to study, every 24 hours is in skateboarding. Yes. What's wrong with this guy?
Wow.
So they decided to take me in the boarding school.
Wow.
So
well, we're talking to Jackson. If you're joining the CEO band, this particular CEO band is dedicated to sports. Jackson Mubiru is coming from the Uganda Skateboard Union, the first of its kind, the man who has pioneered a very interesting city-born, sport in Uganda, and now preparing the Ugandans to go for Olympics Paris 2024. That's why Jackson is here with a very huge nomination. So if you are into sports, if you like community development, today we're going to be talking to Jackson about leadership in community, change management in community, and transformation with Jackson in a community. How do you turn around your story in your community like Jackson and to be a leader in that community? That's what we're talking to Jackson about. Jackson, let me take you back a little bit on this, but it's a very interesting story before we go for a break.
Yes.
All this escaping and going to school, we want to understand something from you.
Yeah.
Where did you develop your love for skateboarding from? Because we always think, were you watching too much movies? What were you doing? How did you get into skateboard and did not stay into either boxing or stay into football or stay into volleyball? Like me, I stayed in volleyball, but you went into skateboard. And skateboard is really for very affluent sort of community in the backyard of developed cities. How did you end up there?
Automatically, for this, where I go, what inspired me?
Yes.
I was a guy who used to watch cartoons.
Yes.
And my favorite channel was DSTV.
Yes.
So on DSTV,
yes.
I used to watch the channel called the X Games.
Yes.
There's X Games.
Yes.
So on that X Games, there was a channel which showed skateboarding.
Yeah.
And I was watching a guy called Tony Hawk.
Yes.
So Tony Hawk used to skate. He jump. He make, airs. He make a lot of flips. What and what.
Yeah.
I was like, that was my first time to watch this guy. Yeah. I was like, what? No, this is impossible.
Yeah. And coming from back summer,
exactly.
Like, yes.
And I was like, no. How can someone step on the board and you jump, you make air on it?
Yes.
No way. So I was like, So I used to watch that channel. So one day, in 2005, it was in 2004.
Yes.
That was a day when they are opening a first biggest supermarket in Kampala.
Yes.
That is Rugogo Game.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes, the game stores. Yes.
So people, they started advertising that supermarket.
Yes.
Please, supermarket, this new supermarket, it has a variety of things.
Yes.
Everything is inside this supermarket.
Yes.
Obviously, in my understanding, I was like, no way. In that supermarket, a lot of things, I need to visit that supermarket.
Yes.
Let me go there to see whether they have a jackfruit.
Yes.
So, remember I was in army school.
Yes.
I escaped from school.
Yes.
I went to Lugogo game store
yes.
to see how they are opening it.
Yes, yes.
But my intention was to go there to watch if there is a jackfruit inside, because they say inside the supermarket variety of,
yes, of fruits and everything.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, reaching at the gate, I saw a guy holding a skateboard.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, this is the guy whom I watched.
Yes.
On
this was a photo on the door, yes.
Exactly. No, it was a real guy holding a skateboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I need to ask this guy. I saw him on TV. I watched him on TV.
Yes.
Let me ask him.
Yes.
So I went to the guy. The guy we were in the same age, mate.
Yes.
And the guy, I said, hey, I saw you. I watched you on TV. The guy was like, me? No, I don't want to talk to strangers.
Yes.
So the guy even, the guy, I disturbed the guy.
Yeah.
He entered the supermarket. I entered the supermarket.
Yes.
I said, please.
They didn't kick you out.
They didn't.
Yes.
Because they thought that we are together. I used that chance.
Yes,
so
yes.
That guy, he told me, why don't you leave me? I don't know you. I said, please, can I step on this game? I want also to step on it.
Yes.
Please, teach me how to skate. Yeah. The guy was like, no, until the parents came.
Yes.
And was like, what's wrong with you guys? You are disorganizing the supermarket,
yes.
you know?
Yeah.
The guy said, I don't know this guy, but he want the parents. They said, okay, we have understood.
Yes.
He need a skateboard.
Yeah.
Please, share with him a skateboard. These are the parents.
Yeah.
So, that is the time when I stepped on the skateboard inside the supermarket.
Wow.
I fell down.
Yes.
So the supermarket attendant, they were like,
yes.
you guys.
Yes.
So they told us, you move out and you skate from outside.
Yes.
So that was my first time.
Okay.
That guy, his name was Shoswat from South Africa.
Yeah.
He's the guy whom he taught me how to skate. Yeah. We came together, we became friends. Yeah. That is the way how.
Wow. Well, we're talking to Jackson. Jackson is the co-founder of the Skateboard Union of Uganda. What a fantastic, phenomenal story right there of how Jackson actually ended up in skateboard. Isn't it amazing that when you're actually looking for something, you're able to get it? I think it is clear that Jackson is a self-leader, and we're going to take a break. And when we come back, the CEO bench will dive deep into leadership. How did Jackson lead himself? What is his understanding of leadership? How does he manage change from being a child to being now a man raising children who are preparing to go for Olympics? Stay right there. The CEO bench will be right back after the break. And if you have a comment, please share it far and wide with Jackson. If you have a question, we'll definitely answer it. We'll be right back after this. Okila, Jackson, signing out for a coffee break on the CEO bench. We'll be right back after this.
Now I'm going to talk to my people.
Yes.
Because I like what, as we are saying, vive la France, vive la francophonie. So, le leadership, c'est quoi? Le leadership, ce n'est pas le fait d'intimider les gens ou bien de dominer les gens, non. Le leadership, c'est le fait d'aider les gens à suivre le bon chemin. Parce qu'il y a des gens qui sont là, ils ne savent même pas par quel chemin emprunter. Il y a des gens qui ont même étudié, mais ils ne savent pas quel business ils doivent faire. Maintenant, l'idée, quand tu rencontres une personne pareille, tu vas l'orienter. Non, tu peux faire mieux que ce que tu fais. Non, la peur que tu as là ne va pas te tuer. Tu peux aller au-delà de la peur. L'idée, c'est comme j'avais donné l'exemple, allow me to go a little bit deeper. J'avais donné l'exemple ici en français, en anglais, pardon. La vidéo que j'avais vue à propos de chiens, il y avait un groupe de chiens au niveau du Canada et il n'y avait pas de l'eau. Pourquoi? Parce qu'il y avait la neige, il n'y avait pas la place pour que tout le monde puisse boire de l'eau. Mais il y avait seulement une petite place pour le boss que je vais appeler. Et il ne voulait pas que les autres puissent venir boire de l'eau, comme il était boss. Il intimidait les gens. Mais il y avait un petit garçon, un petit chien qui était là à côté. Il a eu l'idée de briser la glace, là où il y avait pas, parce que l'eau était en dessous et il n'y avait pas moyen de boire. Mais le petit chien a brisé et tout le monde a vu ce qu'il faisait. Ils sont venus, ils ont commencé à briser et tous ont profité avec l'eau potable. Et le boss était laissé comme un vaurien. Personne ne lui faisait encore confiance parce qu'il n'était pas là pour les aider. Il était là simplement pour le faire peur, les intimider. Mais un leader, c'est quelqu'un qui est là pour aider quelqu'un à avancer jusqu'à son destin, à sa vision. Parce que nous avons tous nos visions, mais c'est la peur des fois qui nous arrête. Merci mon ami.
Welcome back from that break. This is a CEO Bench. My name is Okila, live on House of Talent Television. We're live on Twitter, on Facebook, and on our YouTube studio. Please go there and share it far and wide. Subscribe and be part of the bigger family, growing bigger and better, far and wide. And of course, to all our people, Ugandans in the diaspora, who have voted overwhelmingly for Jackson. Over 1.8 million Ugandans follow House of Talent TV in the diaspora, and we want to say thank you very much for following Ugandan television and following Ugandan's program, and also picking interest to be, aware of what is happening at home here. So thank you very much, every Ugandan in the diaspora, and of course to the wider family of the CEO Bench, followers all across the world. Thank you. We'd like to say shout out to my brother and another mother, JB, all the way in Belgium. JB, thank you very much. Shout out to you. And of course, we want to send a very big shout out to Edwin in Germany. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for being part of the CEO Bench. And of course, Dennis in Australia, we want to say thank you very much. Of course, to the people who comes from the Kitintali area, Kampala Center, this is for you. Jackson is here representing all of you guys. And we're going to dive into change management, leadership, change management, and transformation. Jackson, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much.
And Jackson is the co-founder of Uganda Skateboard Union. Jackson, we want to take you straight to this question. What is your understanding of leadership, Jackson? How do you define leadership?
Leadership, on my understanding, this is whereby you can you can be having something in your mind to do something, and that's something which you are trying to do. You may think that you are gonna do it as yourself, but at the end of the day, people supported you. People, they can support you. Then after also you have a vision. You can bring something which is important to them. Those people, they started following you. They can listen to you. At the end of the day, you came together with them. You understand? And also you can do something which is visible to them. Then you become together. At the end of the day, they started following you. You become like their head. At the end of the day, like, let me say, for example, for me, at the beginning, I started this. I thought this is my passion. But finally, I saw some people started coming. We came together. So right now, I have a lot of people whom I'm helping. You understand? So from being your passion, then it expanded. From the expansion, people started following you. You became together. That's my understanding of leadership.
Wow. Well, Jackson, thank you very much for that one. I want to just take you straight. So do you think Jackson Mubiru is a leader? And what kind of a leader are you, Jackson?
Anyway, this...
Given your explanation, do you think Jackson Mubiru is a leader?
Please, I'm a leader.
And if you're a leader, what kind of leader do you think Jackson is? By you knowing yourself very well.
So for me, honestly speaking, I never knew that I would become a leader. But honestly, I'm a leader. Why? You know, when I did something, and a lot of people, they are proud of me. At the end of the day, I'm helping them. So I have kids whom I'm looking after. I'm like their dad. So it's like a family. A father in the family is the head of the family. He's the lead of the family.
Wow.
So I'm a leader.
So would you say that Jackson is a transformative leader, or are you a transactional leader? Transactional means that you just transact, you do business with people as a leader. Or would you say what you're doing, you're transforming people in your area, therefore you're a transformative leader?
Yeah, I'm a transforming. By the way, my community, I'm a change maker.
Okay.
I'm transforming my community using a sport. You get me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a leader. I'm transforming using a skateboard to the community. And it's now countrywide.
Wow.
Yeah, because you check skateboarding where it started in Chitintare. So it's from Chitintare, it went wider. From there, even East Africa, because our skate park is the first on its kind in East Africa.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to say that Jackson is actually a transformative leader, but we want to know from you, given Jackson's story from where we have reached right now in this interview on the CEO bench, do you think that Jackson is a transformative leader, a transactional leader, or is a laissez-faire leader? This program is about leadership, change management, and transformation, and we're talking to the co-founder of Uganda's Skateboard Union, Jackson Mubiru, who is in the studio right now, and you're hearing his story. So we want you to vote. We want your comments, kisses, and disses coming. We're okay with it. And as sportsmen, we don't, get annoyed. We want to hear from you. Please vote for Jackson, and we want to know whether he's a transformative leader. And also you who are listening to the program or listening into the program, what part of leadership do you think Jackson is? Jackson, I want to take you straight to my next question. Now that we talked about leadership, I want to hear more from you.
Yes.
Which projects do you want to develop in these next years, and why are you very much passionate about skateboard?
By the way, I love my country.
Yes.
Uganda.
Yes.
And I always move. This sport, it has made me, I'm rich in this sport. Not by money. No. But I've traveled almost all over Germany, US, and I always move and I watch things which we don't have here. I want to bring it here. This is the way how I brought skateboarding in Uganda. I went to South Africa and I came back. I said, no, I need to bring here to my country.
But Jackson, most people leave this country, most Ugandans leave this country, or most Africans leave the country, and when they go to another country, don't want to come back. But yet you were saying you left, you want to come back and bring this here. What is your motivating factor?
My motivating factor, I want to raise up my country. I want to raise up my country, these new generations, to be inspired, to be proud of their country. For me, I've moved different countries, but I don't want to stay in those countries. People, they invite me. I always go there. They are really interested in me to visit them. But what I do, I copy from there, I bring them here. I copy and paste here. Why? This game skateboarding started in California in 1960s. It got its birthday in Uganda in 2005. How many years are those? Imagine. Which means Europe, Asia, they are far from Uganda. So nobody knew about skateboarding. You understand?
We only used to see it on TV.
Exactly.
We don't know.
A lot of people, they know that we have a skateboard in Uganda.
Yeah.
You know what? Ugandan, we are funny guys.
Yes.
We Ugandans, if you have your secret, get a book, write it inside, cover it, put it somewhere. For us, we don't want to read. Ugandan is. That's what I know. So, so for me, I always move out. I bring in what I've seen here. I love my country, for God and my country. So that's why I want to my country to be also recognized by the other countries. So you see now, if you talk about the history of skateboarding, Uganda was #1 to have a skate park. Second country was Tanzania. The third country was Kenya. The fourth was Rwanda. You see the way how. So we also have history. Uganda has a history.
And we're very proud of you on that one. I think that if you're watching this program, Jackson deserves a very big round of applause. In fact, Jackson, on that note, we need to toast to this coffee. Please, you know, I want you to pick your cup. We need to toast to this coffee because I think this has been a very fantastic conversation going forward. Yes.
Thank you.
And while we have coffee, Jackson, and I want you to take a sip of your coffee, I wanted to go straight to you know, how do you see the, you know, in fact, before I go there, I know you talked about what you want to do and the stuff that you want to do. I want to take you straight to my next question here, Jackson, which is, apart from Kampala and, you know, what you're already doing in Kitintali, are you planning some of this to go to other areas of Uganda? Because this is a very transformative sport. But first of all, we want to know from you, what is the learning of you setting this thing in Kitintali? That you think that if you take it all across Uganda, it will help other communities to develop and bring out the talent that can take us to World Cup or to Olympics?
Yeah, I love that question. Do you know why I love that question? Because Kitintale is a ghetto slum area, and it is in the middle of the capital city. The reason why that sport was there, it is because my dream started from there, and I tried to share this passion with some of the head of sports, like National Council, but they never knew what was coming in the future. And
what did they say to you when you introduced it to them?
They never knew about the sport. They never knew. And you know, when something is, it's not included in their programs, they can't listen to you.
Wow.
You get my point?
Yes.
Because nobody knew about skateboarding that it will go in Olympics. But for me, I knew. Why? Because the people whom I'm staying with, those European guys, they always tell me, Jack, in this year, hopeful we shall have this. So for me, I had a vision. But my sports leaders, they never listen to me. Which is not bad. But for me, I say, I will not wait for the Kalamajomo to develop. They will find me in front. So, Kitintale, for me, my father's land, that's where I first put. You understand? So, because I never had money to buy land, to put it or somewhere where there is a nice place, I said, no, let me put it in that place, and it's a ghetto
where
place.
you have control.
Exactly. So, it has now, we have achieved it, because people, they have started now knowing about skateboarding. So the next thing, I'm moving in schools. Why in schools? Because mainly this sport, it's for students. It's for like we youth. And yet schools, they are willing to have those kind of stuff. So if I introduce it in schools, it will expand. You understand? Why? Most of the students, we are gonna compete in schools. Compete like the way how you see post-primary football and so on. And also, right now we are in process with the French embassy. We are gonna expand this sport in areas, in regions, Mbarara, North, West, and also in refugee camps.
Yeah.
So I don't want this sport to stay in Kampala. There are also other regions.
Yeah.
There are also talents. So we need to dig those talents to do what? To participate in this sport.
Wow.
And that's why we are trying. By 2024,
Yeah.
I think you have seen my team. My team, Chitintale Club there.
Yes,
they are totally, yeah. And that club, guys whom I've been training,
yes,
those guys, they have moved also.
Yeah.
Because Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda,
yeah,
these are my students whom I'm sending there to train those countries.
Okay.
So, which means this sport, it has helped the youth to achieve something in their pocket. Rather than being idle, at the end of the day, they enter into bad criminal activities.
Wow.
So I'm trying to promote them through their talents. Yes.
Wow. Jackson, we're going to hold it right there. And when we come back, we will be discussing a little bit more about change management. And, you know, we want to know if there have been challenges that you've gone through and things that, you know, you are doing to, you know, to combat the challenges been through. But for you guys who are watching the show all across the world, we want to say thank you very much. This is the CEO bench. I told you the CEO bench is not a very typical CEO bench like you always look to. We want to actually have a conversation with some of the change agents, leaders in our communities. And if like you've already heard from Jackson, Jackson is doing it in his community. He speaks to himself. What an amazing story. A very fantastic story right there coming from Jackson, and a very good lesson to pick from there. And if you're a leader, the CEO bench is about people who are moving to the top. And people who are on the top, how do they sustain it? And those who are from the top coming down, how do you sustain it? Focusing on leadership, change management, and transformation of our community is what this program is all about. We'll be taking a break, and when we come back, Jackson and I are going to dive very deeply into change management and what his understanding is and what kind of changes Jackson is actually causing our society. Stay right there. The CEO bench will be right back after this. What is your understanding of leadership?
Leadership for me means you're being able to immerse yourself and get your team, not staff. I've learned that's a very different, they're both different terms, and I'll tell you why. When you immerse yourself as a leader, you're willing to sort of get in the trench with your team and get them to buy the vision behind the structure you've set up or the business you've set up. I think then you've achieved or you are on your way to achieving what it is you want to do with the type of business you have. The reason why I said there's a difference between staff and team is your staff is a body there, do this, do that, and they'll just follow and clock out. But your team will understand the vision and actually run with it. Perhaps even run with it better than you yourself envisioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Linda, on that note, are you a leader? Do you consider yourself a leader?
I think I'm learning how to, and I'll say I'm working on my impatience. I've been giving feedback about my impatience and that, and impatience in the sense that I know what it is I want. Perhaps we've all discussed it, and if it doesn't happen within Linda's 2 minutes, then I sort of take it away from you and try to do it myself. So I'm trying to pace myself and understand or allow others to move forward and do that. Yeah.
It's a CEO bench on this particular fine day, evening, morning, or night, depending on which part of the world you're actually catching the program from. And of course, we are live on House of Talent, live on Twitter, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Go there, subscribe, share it far and wide, and be part of the bigger family, growing bigger and better. I want to say shout out to all our Ugandan people in diaspora. Over 1.8 million Ugandans living in diaspora who wanted to see Jackson on the show. And some of them actually hail from the, the city suburb of Kampala, which is the Kitintali, where Jackson is based with the Skateboarding Union of Uganda. Jackson, welcome back to the program. You've got a lot of people who love what you're doing, who think that nominating says one of the change agents we have in our society is people like Jackson because of what they are doing, and helping children to find what is meaningful to them. Jackson, on that note, I want to ask you a question. Yes. What is your understanding of change, and how is change managed from the skateboarding perspective and from what you are doing right now in society?
Anyway, change, it's like the way how we are born. We keep on changing.
Yes.
Characters, behaviors, ways. So for me, like, I'm changing. Let me based on my community.
Yes.
I'm changing my community.
Yeah.
How? I'm trying to show or to show the community that everything is possible. Never regret before you die. You can,
yes.
You know why?
Yes.
Because some of the people, I'm like, some people, they can be hopeless. Let me say hopeless.
Yes.
You are there, you are doing nothing, you don't know anything.
Yes.
But when you have hope,
yes,
everything can change.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm trying to change my community. How?
Yeah.
I'm trying to divert youth in my community, to divert them away from bad criminal activities,
Yeah.
to start their own businesses,
Yes.
within the Chitintale community.
Yeah.
How? Through showing them different activities. Like, we have a project of bamboo. Those bamboo, we get sculptures out of it. And we do competition at our Chitintale Skateboard Park. People who come to watch, they buy those sculptures. You see, you understand now.
Yes,
I'm changing them.
Yes. And you're managing change.
Exactly.
Yes.
We do tailoring. We have one showing machine, by the way. One showing machine.
Yes,
but
yes.
that showing machine,
Yeah.
we train other kids.
Okay.
On one, we give them time with their timetable. Everyone 1 hour, 1 hour, using that one showing machine. They make their own clothes. They make their backpackers. So my role is to have event at the skate park.
Okay.
And I invited people. People comes from different parts. So they admire these guys.
So are this actually made from your community there?
Yeah. You see now, like those ones.
Yeah.
People come. They come to watch, but in the other way around,
Yes.
I'm trying to sell this product for my
Yes.
I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah. No. This is what the program is about.
Because
Jackson.
if people they hear that,
Yes.
so Jack is a very smart guy.
Yeah.
He make events for us to come.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
So I'm trying to change,
Yeah.
and also to show, to make these youth that everything is possible.
Yeah.
So right now there's my students and my youth in my community.
Yeah.
They are benefiting right out.
Yeah.
Because they sell their own product.
Yeah.
They make their own things.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
You need to visit my project.
We're definitely going to visit you, Jackson, and I'm definitely going to buy an item and make sure that item come into the studio and we actually showcase it here in the studio. And of course, to all of you guys out there, we want to encourage you to go and buy this product from Jackson and make sure that the product that is being produced from the Uganda Skateboard Union, Center in Kitintale, please go there and support the community. What a change manager right there in Jackson. And of course, a very fantastic discussion coming up this morning or this afternoon, this evening, depending on which part of the world you're watching the show from, with Jackson. And Jackson is telling us the story of change management in the community. The way Jackson breaks down change management in his society is, in essence, what we're looking for when we say a leader must be able to manage change in their community. Jackson,
yes,
thank you very much for that. And I just want to go straight to, are there any challenges that you've faced in the process of managing this change in your community, and how have you been able to address it?
Yeah, my dear friend, I've got a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
Since the beginning.
Yeah.
First of all, people in my community, they never wanted to support me. Until they realize it. How? First of all, the challenge which I faced, it was people in my community. They never wanted me, their kids or their sons and daughter, to be part of my project.
Yeah.
Because if you see skateboarding, it's a risky game. And every parent was like, ha, Jack, whose son are you want to break to get a fracture from here? You understand?
Yes.
So that was number one. But in that case, I said, okay, let me try to see that, first of all, I need to get in touch with the parents. Do you know the way how I got the parents to support me? I tried my level best. Those our neighboring countries, I used to move with those skaters, the young ones. We go to Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda. So parents, they realize this. Oh, man, it's very important. A parent get happiness when the kid or his son move from one country to another.
Yes.
Do you know they're proud?
Yes.
So parents, they said, okay, Jack is on the right track. So I got the solution for that. Yeah.
Yes.
Secondly,
yeah.
The time when we were constructing the skate park,
yeah,
I had a lot of challenges with the Kampala Capital Authority.
Yes, city authority.
Exactly,
yes.
Because the construction, you need to be approved.
Yes.
I had the plans how to make a skate park, but sorry to laugh.
Yes. No, it's okay.
KCCA.
Yeah.
They are good at looking a skate park, but they don't have plans how to construct a skate park. I'm sorry to say that. And
true.
And I used to go
yeah.
to, when you are going to start constructing, you need to have approval from the KCCA.
Was that the plan you were preparing? Yes.
Exactly. So nobody knew about.
Yes.
And if you go there, they need to ask you a lot of questions.
Yeah.
What are these? What are these curves for? You understand?
Yeah.
Then I said, now this is a structural plan for a skate park.
Yeah.
Then they ask me, who did this? You understand?
Yeah.
Because they don't have an idea.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm talking this.
And they don't have engineers inside there
honestly,
who studied to, try to do research to bring this out.
Can I tell you something?
Please do.
For me, I think I'm the only Ugandan who knew how to construct a skate park. Honestly, I'm telling you the truth.
How did you know? This is because you were traveling and you invested in time and money?
This is what I told you.
Yes.
I always move. I need to learn. I make a research. Then after making a research, then I paste it here.
Yeah.
So I went to Germany. I went there. I studied from there how to make a structure plan for how to make a skate park. So after there, I have friends. I just got an idea. I said, okay, I have an idea. I want to do this. I said, okay, let's do this. They make for me a plan, and I present it here. But if I take it to KCCA, They were shocked. Who gave you this? How do you do this? And please, in fact, I need to be in touch with the KCCA because anytime, these are the things which we are going to have in Uganda. But they have no idea about skateboarding structure plan.
Wow. Wow. And that's the skateboard, that's the finished product right there.
Exactly.
Wow. Wow.
So I have also that challenges with the planners of in KCCA because I need to explain more and more and more. I explain more, too much questions. So I need to share ideas. I need to share ideas with my Kampala Capital Authority people. Because they, by the way, I'm there. I need to share my ideas. Please, if they have questions and what, I'm there. I'm a consultant. I'm good in that. They feel free to come and contact me.
Wow.
So I have that challenge of constructions, and another challenge which I have. This is the hottest one. I get donation from Europe. They send me those things, equipments for free. Reaching here, I need to pay tax.
Wow.
That is the biggest challenge I have. And honestly, these things which I receive, I don't sell them, as you have seen my project. I gave them for free. But there is no way how you can tell customs that they send this donation to Uganda Skateboard Union. You need to pay money. Man, please, I'm begging the government, at least they help me with tax.
Wow.
Taxes. I'm paying a lot. And yet this is, I'm trying to change to our country to develop like those people. But I'm paying taxes. Someone can send me donation for free. Say, Jack, we are sending you this for the kids. Reaching at the customs, I need to pay.
Wow. Jackson, talking of that, Jackson, by the way, I know what you're saying because it's a big challenge for all the sporting activities in Uganda and also across Africa, that most times our countries in Africa here don't value the sports and the talent development in sports. But we would like to say thank you very much because we really value this from you. And I want to take you straight to the impact the sport is making, if you can give us that, and what are your plans for Olympics 2024? You said earlier on that you're developing these kits and your plan is to take Uganda for the first time. The skateboarding, team from Uganda, representing, people from Kabale, I mean from Chitintali, and you said many other parts in Africa, in Uganda, to go for Olympics. How is it coming along? Olympics is happening in Paris in 2024 in France. Have you been to France already? What are these things that you're doing to get these children there?
Anyway, for that point, right now, because everything is now rotating on me. Everything, because I'm the person who introduced this. And also, I need also to work hard to see that my country can represent in Olympics. So right now, I have clubs in different parts of Kampala. So far, we have not yet reached in the rural areas, but in Kampala and also Mukono. We decided to have, there are some also other skate parks, which we have tried to make in Mukono, then Kayunga, then those parts. So right now, in January, we are trying 2022. We are official opening of our club, Chitintale Skateboarding Club. Chitintale Skateboarding Club. So that we are going to launch it. And also we are going to have like selection, because we need to have
a selection process of how this thing is going to work.
Exactly. And also we are going to start competing with other people in Mukono, Kayunga, Kampala. There are a lot of skateboarders in Kampala, but they come all together to Chitintale Skate Park. And also, so they have their clubs. So we want to nominate in those clubs. We want to make a selection to see that we can have a national team. So, and also I've managed also to coordinate with my neighboring countries, like in Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania. They are also, because we have made a calendar, we have our own calendar. So Ugandan team is gonna go to Kenya. Kenya, they come to Uganda. And Uganda, we go to Rwanda. Rwanda, they come here. It's like home and away.
Yeah.
Why? Because we wanted these skateboarders to be used with the different kind of skate parks. It differs the design of the way how the skate park looks like.
Yeah.
And some of the guys, they can be used with Chitintale skate park.
Yeah.
If you take them to Mukono, they can't skate on it.
Yeah.
So we wanted to be used
Yeah.
with those skate parks. Also in Kenya,
Yeah.
they come to Uganda.
Yeah.
So those are the things which we are, right now I'm planning. And in May,
Yeah.
that is when Uganda is gonna have a national team of skateboarders.
Wow.
Yes.
Jackson, talking of this, by the way, do you have a team that you're working with? Do you have structures that help you? Because this seems to be really a big plan. Are you developing structure around this, or everything revolves around Jackson? What happened if Jackson decide to be called by God tomorrow? Is the skateboard going to die in Uganda? Tell us about that.
So for right now,
Yes.
I have a structure.
Okay.
A project structure.
Okay.
And also I have my team.
Okay, leadership structure as well?
Exactly.
Governance structure?
Yeah.
Yes. How is it?
Yeah. We have like the chairman, I'm the chairman.
Okay.
Have a secretary.
Yes.
By the way, I came with one of my assistant.
Yes.
So we have project coordinators.
Yeah.
We have coordinator for meetings. We have everything.
Yes.
And this is why I'm also in future, I would like also to work with the part of some of the members in the National Council of Sports.
Yes.
Because it's now a wide thing.
Okay.
And I will need them.
Yeah.
That's why I say I'm a consultant.
Yeah.
And I'm also, I need them.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
Because, for example, like in Kenya,
Yeah.
I also, you know, by the way, I'm the coordinator of skateboarding in East Africa. That's my...
To the international
Exactly,
body.
yes.
Okay.
And
does the skateboarding union have an international body? Like, for instance, in volleyball, we have the Federation International Volleyball based in Switzerland, and football has FIFA based in Switzerland. Do we have one, and where is it based?
By the way, right now,
yeah.
you know, as skateboarding, it has become now an international thing.
Yeah.
So there is what we call, we have a federation.
Yeah.
But that federation,
Yeah.
it's not like independent like the way how skateboarding federation is.
Yes.
We have what we call Uganda Skating Federation.
Okay.
Skating, it takes all
Okay.
rollerblades,
Yeah.
snowboarding, surfing, sandboarding.
Yes.
We have it here in Uganda.
Yeah.
But right now, I think as time comes,
Yeah.
we apply with the body. It's gonna have that federation,
Okay.
skateboarding, to be independent.
Okay.
You get my point.
Yes.
And those are the things which we are working on.
Okay.
And by the way, I have my friend called Titas Ditiman.
Yes.
This guy.
Yes.
So he's one of the chairman. He's working on it so that skateboarding can have its own, to be independent, to have its own federation.
Okay. Here in locally or international?
To be international.
Okay. International, do we have an international skateboarding body?
No, not yet.
So it's only the skating international?
Yes.
Okay, which involve
all these others, yeah.
Okay.
That one, it all piles everything.
Yes.
So we are trying to make to be independent,
Okay.
to jump out from that, to have our own federation.
Okay.
World Skateboarding Federation.
Okay. I want to take you straight, Jackson. One or two questions as we wind up. The other thing is talent development. How have you structured the talent development in the Uganda Skateboard Union? Do you have the scouting people who are developing these kids technically to compete on an international platform? What is that plan like? Do you have a technical team? How is it working? What kind of structures do you have around that area?
Yeah, for that part, so far, our project, Uganda Skateboard Union,
Yes.
it powers everything inside.
Yeah.
So we have b-boy,
Yes.
breakdancing.
Yes.
So I have that structure also,
Yeah.
but I have a team
Yeah.
which is really supporting
Yeah.
the youth in that project,
Okay.
training them. But so far, we have not yet having that federation of breakdancing, but I've already trained them. So we are just waiting for that case. In case, if maybe a federation is there,
Yeah.
my part of that dancing club is already there.
Okay.
Yes.
In fact, my question was directed to technical development of the preparation of these children. Assuming, Jackson, you appear, let's say in Paris 2024, are they being trained how to speak to the media when they win an award? Like, for example, you see Kiprotich, when Kiprotich won an award, and they, you know, the camera always come, everything come, you know, all these TV guys come. They need to be trained on how to speak to the media, how to express themselves, you know, and how to, you know, manage this. Are you doing this right now, or you haven't yet started? Is this structure in place to prepare them, since you're talking about Olympics 2024?
Yeah, mostly, mostly what I can try to explain to you, those guys, they are smart. They are smart. You know why? Because for us, we learn from there exactly at the ground. Because we have been, we have been visited a lot of social medias, CNN, BBC. So they know what to do, but we get exactly, we train on the ground, that very thing. So if we have a chance also people to come and train us how to speak on social media, like we can add on, but we have an experience there. Someone can explain to you and everything.
I want to just you know, wind up here, Jackson, with this question now coming to you. From the expansion point of view, you talked about taking skateboard to the different part of the country, and you're working very hard. Uganda has so many refugees in the country right now. And the fear are that there are so many children within these refugee camps that seems to be posing a more threat in future if they are not guided, if they are not guided to some sports. What plans do you have around inclusion of bringing some of these communities to be part of the skateboarding? Is it there? If yes, how do you plan to work with them? What opportunities do you have?
So far right now, we are in partnership with the France embassy, the government of France ambassador here. And this is what we are right now, we are doing right now. And we have what we call a portable ramp. You know what a portable ramp is? A portable ramp is like a half pipe. You just come, you assembling it there, then you skate on it.
So this is, was that part of the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
So, and we take that portable ramp to the refugee camp. So we started with that. You can't come from nowhere, then you say, today we are going to skate. No, we need to first take that portable ramp to the refugee camps to attract those kids and also to attract their attention. As time comes, then we put a park there. So on that park, we need to go with my team. There is a team which I'm taking there to train kids, people in the refugee camps, to teach them what? One, we can go with the carpentry. We train them how to do their own things. They are like tables and this portable ramp for skating, and also bamboo structures. We have beadswork. We train them. We keep them busy while we are planning for skateboard. But you use skateboarding as a weapon, diverting them. You understand? That is the mission which we have with the ambassador of France. To be active in the refugee camps and also other parts of Uganda, to each region to have a skate park there. Because there are also kids there. They are also kids, but they don't have opportunity. They have talents. So we want to keep those people busy. You know, when you are in the refugee camps, you know how those people, problems they face. So we want to divert them to think about where they came from, to be specialized in that activity.
Wow. Thank you very much, Jackson, and thank you very much everybody who has been, with us on the show. We want to just ask Jackson one more question about what lesson do you want us to pick from you? If I'm watching this program from Chitintali, or watching it from Bararam, or watching it from northern Uganda, from Gulu, or from the eastern part of Uganda, even from the central part of Uganda here, or from the southwestern, or I'm in Arua, or I'm in the US or UK or wherever, South Africa, what do you want me to learn from Jackson from coming onto the CEO bench today? You are sitting where the CEOs who run businesses, who manage businesses, you've also qualified to be here and you've been voted to be on this bench. What lesson would you like to leave us with from a leadership perspective, change management and transformation? What should we learn from you and what would you want us to do going forward?
First of all, I would love...
And I would like to look into that camera.
Also, let me take this opportunity. I know everybody is watching me. My fellow Ugandans, my fellow youth, my fellow brothers and sisters, please, everything is possible. You can never regret before you die. I know people, they have degrees, masters and what, but they are looking for something to do. They are waiting for, they are applying for job opportunities. But you can create your own project. You can create it. You understand? Yeah. You can do something, because for me, I came from the foot of the mountain. You understand? Everything is possible. So, however much you have a degree, you have what? You will be keeping on looking for job. No jobs. But you can start with something small. Think what you can do. Everything you can do. You can start with something small. You have seen the way how for me I started. I think you saw the park, the small park, which I started with. Now check. Right now Uganda is proud of that park. But I thought that park was mine at the beginning. I thought, man, I've made this park. But the day when I realized it, that is the time when the community came together and said, from the community, that park is no longer for the community. At the beginning, it was mine. It jumped off from me. It went to the community. It jumped away from the community. It went for Nakawa. It jumped from Nakawa. So now it's for the whole Uganda.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
But remember where I started from.
Yeah.
That's why I say, my fellow Ugandan, my fellow brothers and sisters, sit, think what you can do. It can expand at any time.
Wow.
Please, that's what I'm... But don't be there because you have degrees, what and what. By the way, you didn't ask me where my education. Please, do you know what? My university, senior 4. Imagine, senior 4, I studied in Mityana, Central College in Mityana. That's my level of university. I never had money to continue. After my parents died and I ended it from there. I said, no, now, what can I do? You understand? I said, no, let me think about the thing which can help me. You understand? So I'm senior 4, but right now I'm really happy because the France embassy, Uganda, they gave me opportunity and I went back for study. So I appreciate for the embassy of Uganda, France embassy, Uganda. I appreciate for that to give me that opportunity. You see now, senior 4, now check.
Things are turning around and looking up for
you. A senior 4 guy.
Now on the CEO bench, you need to put that one,
Exactly. Senior 4 guy. I'm now deploying people for universities. People with the degrees masters. Senior 4 guy. I've traveled almost the world. 4. So, don't wait to become like, let me study a lot. I think I will become a project manager. My dear, you are deceiving yourself. They say, God help those ones who can
help themselves.
Exactly. Wow. When the lions come, learn while you are playing. Please, you learn fast. But don't be there, you sit in one position and say, the lion is coming. Please let me pray, God. You'll be eaten.
Wow, thank you so much, Jackson, for coming to the program today. And thank you, everybody, for coming to the program today. Jackson, we're going to sign out, and we always spread love. So when we do yes, we have to, and sponge and spread love. We want to say thank you very much, Jackson, for coming. Thank you very much. Wishing you and the Uganda, Skateboard Union a fantastic journey into 2024. And of course, we are glad to have you on the CEO bench, and we're looking forward to having you again on the CEO bench. And to you guys out there, we want to say thank you very much for being part of the CEO bench, growing bigger and better. Keep your nominations coming. The CEO bench is about nominations. If you think that there is an individual out there who is doing some great stuff, it's about people who have reached a certain level of achievement in society, in life. You must have done something to a certain degree, and your impact must be felt. If you are a corporate CEO or a CEO of a corporation, a multi-billion corporation, we want to see from your people, we want to see the nomination. If you're developing leadership, if you're developing leaders, if you're causing change with your product or your organization or your brand, and if you are a community developer like Jackson, you must be able to show that the impact of what you're doing is greater. Jackson has been able to tell us the story of a senior 4 guy who a senior 4 level of education employing degree holders and master's degree holders. That's a lesson right there for us to take. So leadership is not about the level of education. Leadership is about picking self, giving self meaning, and leading self to the next level. And of course, change management, Jackson has broken it down to a very simple point to everyone. From us here, we want to say thank you. From the crew here, the camera, Jackson, myself, and everyone that makes CEO Bench a fantastic show, we want to say thank you. And until next time, keep yourself safe, blessed, and God be with you. And of course, we'll be bringing you another guest next week with a very compelling story already on our radar. Thank you. Okila, Jackson, signing out.
Thank you.